Hey Selma, before you go, I wanted to ask you, I was thinking during your activity, do you find that like when people are empathic, when they're like new behavioral health therapists and things like that, that they have to spend quite a bit of um, energy, or it takes them time before they learn how to pull energy back to themselves?
How to shield themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Do you find
See,
that's, yeah, go ahead.
yes, what empathetic people do, and they've done it most of their life without knowing it, they're open like this and they pull in everyone's energy. So, like if you're working with psychiatric patients or like you do with people who are sick with one thing or another,
Mhm,
disorders,
mhm,
you're very wide open to it, and it gives you great compassion for them, but it also means you're taking too much of them in. And
mhm.
so either you practice a ritual to let go and close up after each person. Like I imagine this waterfall I once was in Hawaii that I was
Mm,
standing under. So
mm,
after each person, I visualize this
mm,
waterfall cleansing me just really quick, and then
mhm,
I'm ready to see the next person. And if
mhm,
I'm in my office, I'm very wide open because it's safe
mhm,
here.
mhm,
If I'm at
mhm,
an airport, I shield myself
mhm,
much
mhm.
more because you pick up the anxiety from everyone and
Absolutely.
empathetic people more than most.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't have that kind of training, my first like 10 years or whatever of practice, and I just really burned out. But I know I'm not the only one. I know that it's like really common. I mean, it must be so common.
Why don't we do an exercise right now that
Yeah.
teaches you how to shield?
Yeah, yeah, that would be great. And if and maybe we can post this too for other people that have jobs where they're in, or they're caregiving, they have
Mhm.
experiences where they're providing care. Would that be okay?
Yes, and I want to say it's not just people providing care, because if you're empathetic and you're doing, even if you're like an IT person or an accountant or
Absolutely.
working in a corporation, you pick up everybody's stuff as they walk by your office,
Absolutely. That's an
and
important
it
distinction.
leads to burnout.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So, should I go do this?
Heck yeah, if you're open.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so this is for all of you. It's really being human, but many of us are empathetic and have not learned to close off that empathy appropriately when we're in certain places. And I'm going to give you an example. When I first went to a hospital to visit a friend when I was very young, walking through the hallway, I felt depleted suddenly. I had no energy. And it was only after I worked with a spiritual healer who told me that every sick person is pulling energy, not to be mean, not like a vampire, but because they need energy to get well. So you may have had that experience. Or if you're caregiving or working with sick people, mentally or physically. And all of us are walking around. We have our little pains of day to day life, our disappointments and heartaches. And so you can be picking up all of that isn't really yours. So this is a great exercise to do. And you can learn it in a minute or two, and then it becomes like a tool from your toolkit that you can use. So the first thing you do is close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out. And you might think of a place in the natural world that you love, or a room where you feel safe, or just a place that's beautiful to you. And close your eyes and breathe in and feel yourself in that space. And feel how you open in that space. Like, even with your eyes closed, if you're near trees and flowers and running water, you can almost feel them and touch them. And some people would say, yes, your energy field is reaching out, touching all of that, and experiencing it. It's a molecule by molecule exchange. Now, if you're in an airport and it's busy and hectic and people are anxious and late and rushing, you do not want to be open like that and feel everybody's rush and hassle. So, this is a way of shielding yourself that I've learned and used over the years. As you breathe in and feel your breath on the inside of your body everywhere, imagine a few feet out from you and shaped like an oval, like an egg. That is your energy field. It's over your head and under your feet and around you and behind you, not just in front. Imagine that it has like 1,000 windows, that when you're in a beautiful environment like the forest, those windows open up. When you're with people you love, even in a crowded restaurant, those windows open automatically. And when you're walking down a dark street at night, those windows close except for the ones that keep you aware of danger. But you don't have to pick up every nuance from everyone around. And I always imagine in the shower in the morning that the outside of my windows are painted a golden color. So I am like a golden egg, and it automatically protects me and reflects back anything that shouldn't come into me by accident. I'm very protective of my field. I do not go to horror movies and things like that. And if you do go, practice being open and practice having your windows shielded and covered, the shades down, and see what the experience is like. Have fun with this, play with it.